Hello, my name is Lieutenant Elizarraras, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a quick tour of the police department. So come on in. Now, we started utilizing this building in 2020, right before COVID hit. So it was a surprise to everybody of why people were getting sick as we were moving our stuff in here. Later we found out it was the whole COVID-19. But this is the lobby area. This is where people can wait to either file a report, wait for the court before it's in session. This is also where you can file any kind of open records request and also pay any citations that you may have received. So here we have our court clerk and administrative assistant office. This is Miss Kaden, and that is Miss Maria there. All right, as we walk over here, we'll take a quick glance at Miss Susanna. She's actually our court administrator. She's actually the one that sets up any kind of court dates and takes the fines and issues the warrants and stuff like that. We'll walk this way. And here we have our multi-purpose area. This is where council takes place. This is where the school board has taken place as well. This is also where we hold our courts. We've done oral board interviews for any new hires. And there's also been community activities that take place here. So it's a multi-purpose area that we use. We also have used it for training such as the Kaufman County Leadership class. All right, this way. Here we have our criminal investigation division. This is Detective Henry. Detective Evans is out today, and this is Detective Massey. So we do have 3 investigators here with the Crandall Police Department. So the process that takes place here is after an officer has taken the report from the victim, it gets forwarded to these detectives, depending on what type of case it is. And they are the ones that investigate, follow up, and also follow all the cases with the district attorney's office. Right? We do have an interview room here. This is where the interviews take place for any kind of victims, witnesses, and sometimes suspects. So here we have our conference room. This is actually where the executive sessions take place during our city council meetings. We've also had some interviews here, whether it's just a victim or a witness. We've also had some staff meetings here and even interviews for new hires as well. Right down this hallway. And right here we have our quartermaster area where we house our uniforms. This is the chief's office. There's Chief Ryerson that's working hard. And then this is the lieutenant's office. Right this way. Here we have our locker rooms for male and female. If you look inside here, you can see that each officer has a top and a bottom locker. If they want to come and dress out here before going on shift, they're allowed to do that. We also have showers for if they wanted to work out or such, they can clean up in there. And the female locker room is identical to this one, it's just a little bit smaller. Right here we have our evidence room. So anytime an officer collects or seizes any kind of evidence, contraband, narcotics, they'll come in here to process it. Whether it's some kind of narcotics, they'll try to contain the smell, put this in here, and then also put it inside an envelope, log it into this sheet, come over here, put it into one of these lockers, and once they jam this lever up, it gets secured to where nobody can actually open it until it gets logged in through the other side. All right? So again, just to keep things safe, we have our scales, we have our gun boxes, knife boxes, and that's just to keep from it moving around, so they'll zip tied and make sure that it's good and secure before putting it into a locker. So this is also the area where we process any juveniles that get arrested. We have to come in here and fingerprint them as part of the booking process. So we'll come here and have to do the actual fingerprints before they get taken to any juvenile detention center. And this is our patrol room. Now these are the guys that make the department run smoothly. This is where we have our morning and afternoon detail. So the sergeant will stand here and inform the officers of what patrol or what areas they need to patrol depending on what kind of activity has been happening, whether it's burglaries, whether it's traffic enforcement. Then we'll come over here. This is a better understanding of the areas that we patrol. So the areas that are in pink are the city of Crandall city limits. This is anything from residents to future businesses. The areas in green are actually a part of the ETJ of Crandall. We currently have 3 contracts. Heartland has been with us the longest and they're the biggest contract. So that's Heartland. We also have a contract with Wildcat Ranch. And then our newest subdivision is Eastland. Walk over here. This is where the officers do their reports. As you can see, Officer Moreno is currently working on a report. All 3 of these computers are identical for them to use Word, Microsoft Word. We also use RMS Southern software to do our report. This is our patrol sergeant's office. We have 4, so they share a desk. This is Sergeant Rosselli. Now, a lot of people ask if we have a jail. We don't have a jail necessarily. We take all our suspects or inmates to the Kaufman County Sheriff's Office. We only have a holding cell, so we try to limit individuals that are in here for no more than an hour. Okay, that's when we have to come back here and do some kind of a warrant for like a blood draw, or maybe call somebody to come help us out. And as you can see over here, we'll just flip that red switch up and it starts recording anytime somebody is in there, and we have video access to what they are doing. This area right here is where we have our old reports that we filed with the district attorney's office. We also have our gun safe in there that keeps all our ammunition and our firearms. This is a small break room in here for us to have a breakfast or lunch. And out here we have our secure parking. This is the area where officers leave their vehicles, whether they're on duty or just came off of duty. And the reason for that is because they have emergency equipment, shotguns, rifles that they leave inside these vehicles. So we want to make sure that they stay inside the secure parking. Well, that's it, folks. We appreciate you joining us on this small tour. If there's anything that the Crandall Police Department can do to help you guys, please do not hesitate to call. Have a good day.